What can you do when you are around someone that has got a slight form of depression or is just having a bad day and you don't let it affect you? So, I have in the past experienced living with someone that has thoughts and they let these thoughts, negative thoughts, take them down a spiral to where they sleep, they don't want to do anything, and that energy that they're sending off can, cause your energy to go the same direction. And I used to let that happen. I used to just absorb their energy and I didn't know what to do so that I wouldn't be sucked down to that depression with them. And I have learned now how to control my thoughts. Obviously, not all the time, but I've gotten very good at being aware of what I'm thinking when I start to feel an emotion like sad, anger, frustration. When I start feeling a way that I don't want to, particularly, I'm like, hey, what's going on here? So in doing so, I'm able to be around people that are feeling down. And I'm not saying you should go hang out with people that are feeling down all the time. I'm saying you actually live with someone, so it's hard to not spend time with them. And when you are able to control your thoughts and keep your energy high and positive, then you're able to keep yourself in a great place and happy place. And what was hard for me after I got to that point was accepting the other person and the way they're feeling. I used to just think, okay, well, I'm choosing to be happy. Why can't you do the same thing? And just let those thoughts make me get angry. Like, why can't you be happy? And instead of doing that, I have learned that you need to accept their feelings. Because in the past video that I shared with you, it was about how when you accept your feelings, they're not good, they're not bad, they just are. And your thoughts create your emotions, and your emotions are going to create your actions. So if you're not having good thoughts, you're not going to be doing well. You're not going to be doing things. It's going to be harder for you to actually go do the things that you need to do. So when you create these healthy thoughts, not healthy, they're not good, they're not bad, they just are. When you work on the thoughts that are going to create the actions that you do want, you're able to not be influenced by those bad energies that are around you. But you also don't want to surround yourself with them all the time if you have that option. So when you're doing that for yourself and you're accepting your feelings when you're having those negative ones, then you also need to accept the other person's feelings, is my point. So, for instance, a while back, the person I was living for, they let themselves think thoughts that weren't true, and they got themselves into a negative place, negative energy, depression, whatever you want to call it. And I chose to accept their feelings and go, okay, it's not bad where they're at. It's not good where they're at. It just is. And I accept how they're feeling, and I'm going to give them space, and I'm going to let them be them. And I'm going to be over here, and I'm going to be my, whatever I'm feeling at that time, my positive, happy self, and I am going to not rub it in their face, because that certainly is not helpful. But if they need me, I am here, and I am loving. I am loving them, and also give them a safe space So if they want to, they have someone to talk to. And that person can be you, hopefully. And that way there's harmony where you're living if they live with you. I'm basically talking about with someone I live with, but it may not be someone you live with. So control your own thoughts, so that way you will be able to stay in a good place when the person around you is not in a good place. Accept how they're feeling. Oh my gosh, that's so important when people feel that they're accepted no matter how they're feeling. And especially like for your children. I think it's so funny. Like we don't even, when children are having bad days, I know growing up, I wasn't raised to think, oh, it's okay, you're just having a bad day, it's fine. It's like, no, you should be happy. You shouldn't be feeling this way. And that's not true. They're feeling exactly how they should feel, because that's how they do feel. So accept that. And it's so important to teach children to accept how they're feeling. It's okay that you're angry right now. It's not good, it's not bad, it just is. Does that mean I let you hit people? No. But it's okay to feel what you're feeling. And that's so important also with children. Because when you don't let children accept what they're feeling, oh, don't cry. You can't cry. It's not okay to cry. Be tough. You're tough. Don't cry. You know, oh, you didn't get invited to that party? You don't need those friends anyways. Like, what? You're fine. You're better off without them. You know, it's okay to just be like, you know, that totally sucks. I could understand why you would feel that way. So let those around you have their feelings, whatever they're feeling. Today, one of my children accidentally hit my other kid in the head with a broom, whacked him so hard. He was like crying and like clenching his fist. And she's like, what? It wasn't that bad. That shouldn't hurt you. And I'm like, stop. He is feeling what he's feeling, and that is okay. If it hurts him, it hurts him. It is not okay for you to say how he should be feeling. All right. So, in order to be around people that aren't feeling good and without draining your energy, accept where they're at, accept where you're at. Be a loving space for them so they can talk to you if they need to. And just keep practicing, really. This takes work, always. Some days we'll fail, some days we'll get it right, and sometimes we won't. But we just keep trucking along and we keep improving. All right? Okay. God loves you. He believes in you. He knows who you're truly meant to be. And never, ever, ever, ever give up.